Hello students, I hope you are doing well, studying properly and learning all your concepts. The invisible cloth. Once there was a foolish emperor who was very fond of wearing new clothes. He neglected all his duty क्योंकि उसको क्या करना था, सिर्फ all he wanted to do was wear his best clothes. तो सिर्फ वो उसी पे ध्यान देते थे. One day, two crooks यानी कि दो चोर came to his palace. They said themselves as weavers. उसने बोला कि वो weavers हैं. We make magnificent clothes. हम बहुत अच्छे clothes बनाते हैं. The clothes we design are invisible to anyone who is foolish and unintelligent. We want to meet the majesty. उन्होंने बोला कि जो हम कपड़े बनाते हैं, they are what? They are invisible to anybody who is foolish and unintelligent. Please let us meet the majesty. When the emperor heard about them, he said, if I have such clothes, उसने सोचा कि अगर मेरे पास ऐसे कपड़े हों, I would be the wisest king in the history and there would be no fools in my kingdom. उसके kingdom में कोई fools नहीं बचेंगे. At once he called the crooks to his chamber and asked him to make his clothes. He asked him to make his clothes. The crooks readily agreed. They stayed in a room in the palace and placed two looms in them. वो एक रूम में रहे और उसमें क्या उन्होंने दो लूम्स यानी कि जिनसे कपड़े बनाते हैं वो लगा दिए. They also took the finest silk threads. They took the finest सबसे अच्छी क्वालिटी के silk threads and money from the treasury यानी कि from the raja only. Though they began weaving the clothes, but the looms remained empty. वो clothes बनाते गए, but क्या बोल रहे थे कि looms क्या है? Looms तो खाली थे. A few days later, the emperor thought, I should send someone to see the woven cloth. Then remembering that a foolish person would not be able to see it, he smiled and said, I shall send the prime minister. I hope he does not turn out to be a fool. उसने क्या बोला कि मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर को भेजता हूँ, वही होगा जो फूल नहीं होगा. When the prime minister saw the empty loom, he was shocked and he thought, am I a fool? मैं क्या पागल हूँ? Why can't I see the cloth? उसे लगा वो क्यों नहीं cloth देख सकता. Meanwhile, the crooks had seen him and उन्होंने क्या देखा and asked him pointing towards the empty loom. Sir, isn't this cloth beautiful? It is the prettiest cloth I have ever seen, lied the prime minister. Prime minister ने बोला this is the prettiest cloth I have ever seen. क्यों बोला उन्होंने ऐसा? ताकि किसी को ये ना लगे कि वो पागल है. Later, the prime minister was greatly praised the cloth before the emperor. फिर उसने प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने क्या किया? क्लॉथ की खूब तारीफ करी इन फ्रंट ऑफ द एम्परर. The emperor was very happy. A few days later, the emperor too went to see the cloths, but उसे भी कुछ नहीं दिखा. Am I a fool? It is the most dreadful thing that this has happened to me, he thought worriedly. उन्हें क्या लगा कि मैं ही पक्का फूल हूँ and this is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. But he said, oh, it's very beautiful. I cannot wait to wear a suit made out of this fine cloth. One of his ministers suggested that he should wear a suit made out of the cloth at the forthcoming annual parade. तो क्रूक्स ने क्या बोला? अब वो भी एक्टिंग करने लग गए, राजा भी की क्या कहते हैं बहुत सुंदर कपड़ा है. तो क्रूक्स ने प्रिटेंडेड टू वर्क टायरलेसली कि वो तो थक गए हैं क्लॉथ बनाते बनाते, वो ऐसे एक्ट कर रहे हैं, पर क्लॉथ था ही नहीं, कोई कपड़ा ही नहीं बना रहे थे, वो तो खाली था. बिफोर द एनुअल परेड एवरीवन सॉ देम बिजीली वर्किंग ऑन लूम्स बट देयर वाज नो क्लॉथ. कोई कपड़ा ही नहीं बन रहा था. A night before the parade, the cloth was woven. वो cloth को weave करने की acting करने लग गए. Quickly they acted to cut the cloth and sewed a suit. Soon the crooks came holding a beautiful suit in a hanger to the emperor's chamber. पर किसी को वो suit नहीं दिख रहा था. Here are the breeches. Here is the coat, they said, and helped the emperor get dressed. They helped the emperor to get dressed. Your Majesty, the suit is so light that you would feel as if you haven't worn nothing. तो उन्होंने क्या बोला कि the suit is so light, सूट इतना ज़्यादा हल्का है कि आपको लगेगा आपने कुछ पहना ही नहीं है. He paid 200 gold coins to them for the magnificent suit. The emperor proudly led the parade walking under his wonderful canopy, wearing his magnificent clothes. वो proudly parade में चल रहा था wearing his clothes. What lovely clothes, how magnificent they are. The emperor was greatly pleased and praised himself for his intelligence. He praised himself for his intelligence. Suddenly a child cried. एक बच्चा रोने लगा. But he has nothing on. The emperor is naked. वो क्या बोलता है कि emperor ने तो कुछ पहना ही नहीं है. The people began whispering amongst themselves. The emperor is naked. He was so busy he forgot to wear his clothes, said the people. लोगों ने क्या कहा? शायद वो इतने busy थे कि he forgot to wear his clothes. The emperor heard them and realized his foolishness, but he smiled and thought, I must go on with the parade. He understood that he had been tricked. वो समझ गया कि उनके साथ खेल खेला गया है. Magnificent, very beautiful. Chamber, cabin. Treasury, an amount of valuable things. Dreadful, unpleasant, that has been hidden. Canopy, a cover spread above something. Whispering, speaking very quietly. Tricked to deceive someone, and crook, a dishonest person. अब है objective type questions. The emperor was fond of new clothes. बाकी आप खुद से करोगे. अब यहाँ पे fill in the blanks. He dashed all his duties. He neglected, ignored all his duties. These you will do on your own. अब है subjective type questions. How was the emperor? The emperor was very fond of clothes and he neglected all his duties. He was very irresponsible. बाकी सारे आप chapter read करके खुद से करोगे. True or false? The emperor was very intelligent. False. If he was intelligent, उसको पता चल जाता कि he is being tricked. Who said, I cannot wait to wear a suit made out of this fine cloth? किसने बोला? Emperor. ये सारे आप खुद से करोगे. Reordering the sentences. You need to do what? You need to reorder these sentences so that सारे sentences एकदम fit in करें. तो first वाला sentence क्या होगा इन सब में से? It will be one day two crooks came to his palace. तो एक दिन दो crooks उनके palace में. ये first sentence हो गया. अब आप पूरा read करके सारे sentences को order में करोगे. Listen and speak. Student, good morning, sir. Teacher, good morning, child. How are you? Student, we are fine, thank you, sir. Teacher, in which class do you read? Student, sir, we read in second class. About writing skills, make sentence of the following words. Loom. I also want to learn how to weave cloth on a loom. These you will do on your own. अब है grammatical skills. आपको क्या करना है? Take the correct plural form. Branch का branches या फिर branches और branches. The answer is first. B-R-A-N-C-H-E-S. Complete the table. Monkey. What sound does a monkey make? Monkey quakes. Similarly, you will do the rest. C. Rearrange the words to make meaningful sentences. Is in Taj the Mahal Agra. The Taj Mahal is in Agra. Similarly, अब बाकी सारे करोगे. ये वाले sentences भी आप खुद unjumble करके लिखोगे. Activity skills. Make some more words from the given word. Magnificent. क्या बनेगा इससे? इससे बन सकता है eyes. इससे बन सकता है scent and इससे और क्या बन सकता है? इससे बन सकता है magnificent. क्या बन सकता है इससे? TEN 10. Similarly, you will make sentences from these words. Dreadful से भी आप इसी तरीके से एक sentence बनाओगे. I hope you understood this chapter properly. Read it again and revise all the questions to understand it even better.